Hello, internet. Hello, internet. Hello, internet. Hello. Welcome to the channel. It has been a minute. I've had fight shows to edit, but I am back and I have a bunch of content to put out over the next couple of weeks. Today, very special video, very exciting video. It is the first example of your amazing and very eloquent host in the gym himself. The very kind, the very handsome, the very generous black belt Luke Steele agreed to have a bit of a role with me and we would record the proceeds. I'm a big fan of channels like Sensei Seth, Jedi Does Jiu-Jitsu and stuff like that. I love how they'll do little challenges, like go try a different martial art or, play little games within different martial arts. And so towards that end, I thought maybe a good challenge would be, hey, let's have like a normal roll with the black belt where, they go a little gentle because I'm a lower belt, and then maybe we could have a bit of a discussion about how they approach rolling with a lower belt. Then another round where they turn it up a bit and see how many times they can tap me in 2 minutes. So that is precisely what I did with Luke. I will say, either I am incredible at defense or he did still go a little gentle on me in the second round. Which, by the way, Luke, if you are watching, and I know you will be, you've been a lovely supporter of the channel. I do appreciate it. Thank you for not breaking me. Now, before we jump into the rolls itself, today's video is brought to you by Defense Mechanisms. They are entirely free. Remember, if you point out before the YouTube comments do that you have yellow teeth, a fat gut, or a bald patch you can see from the moon, then it's like those comments don't even count, or that you're not the wretchedly abhorrent and ugly creature that they're describing. All right, guys, let's keep rolling and let's watch. All right, here we go. Look at him. Look at him. It's the big man himself. He's got his fingers tied because once, actually, I'll pause as I regale you with this incredible story. I was actually, already my finger was like a little sore, but I was rolling with this fine gentleman here, Luke Steele, and not his fault at all, very much mine. I smashed my finger like sideways into the floor, and it's hurt ever since. So now I tape my two fingers together in the hopes that I do not replicate that scenario. Cool story, hey? All right, moving on. Oh, by the way, shout out and thank you to the wonderful Elsa. Picked up the camera and filmed for me without any prior experience as my cameraman, and yet did a sterling job. Thank you, Elsa. All right. Setting the timer on. The two titans are ready to bang. Get pumped, people. Flat bump. They're off and racing. All right, so this is round one. This is Luke being a little bit more gentle. This is how he might just approach a normal sort of casual roll with a lower belt at the gym. The idea being, you're not going to like straight out of the gate absolutely like snuff a white belt if you're a black belt. You could do it pretty easy. I reckon Luke could do that to me pretty easy. But no one learns if you just only crush them. So I think the secret is crush them a little bit, but let them do some things. All right, so trying to get around the guard. Spoiler alert, I don't think I ever get further than this, ever get further than just starting to half guard. Love that little sweep there, already on my back, no shock. One thing I am good at tenacious at always grabbing a half guard. Every now and then someone will get through me straight to side control, but half guard is life. I love grabbing that half guard, love it. In fact, the other day, Coach Jamie said, you probably get up out of bed and grab half guard, or wake up and grab, something like that. Either way, what he was saying was that I do half guard a bit. So there you go. Proof is in the pudding? I don't know. Also, amazing little, managing to get top there at the end. I'm incredible. That's at least, a purple belt there, Coach. Come on, I'm joking. I am very happy with my current station. All right. Now, again, I'm just trying to get around the guard and, commit a bit too much. He gets the easy sweep. Look at, now that, what you just saw there, That is my bread and butter. I live for that move, and it makes me so very, very happy to pull it off on people. That's my beautiful little half guard sweep. I am a one move wonder, and it is that move. If you put me on my back, the whole time I'm thinking about trying to get that move off. I do have like one or two other things I do for my back, but that's the priority. To be honest, I probably like it a bit too much. I probably need to diversify a little bit, figure out, you know, maybe a couple of other things. I am currently figuring out ways to set it up better, ways to counter if it doesn't work. Things like, you know, if I try it the first time and they do a pretty good job of blocking it, immediately, you know, trying it again, but first feinting the other way so they base that way, then bang, taking them back over. But I love doing that move. It makes me so happy. And look at that bald patch. Look at that. Your boy's getting a bit older. And he's also a little bit thick, not going to lie. These just effortless sweeps as I overcommit trying to pass the guard. No, I refuse it. You shall not sweep me, sir. I will not have it. Oh, almost straight into another sweep. Maintain base, sir. All right, again. Starts the process. And now I will say I almost never stand. I'm really wary and scared of my knees. My knees are terrible. Shout outs to dual wielding knee braces. So yeah, I avoid that. I avoid standing like the plague. I've actually done another video where I go do some judo stuff. So I want to figure out things that affect the knees a bit more, get better at break falls, do some more standing game to improve my wariness around it. It's wariness that is derived from injuring myself previously while attempting these things, by the way. I'm not just, you know, I'm not just a wuss, though I am that as well. So yeah, just to note, really my main passing guard at the moment, shove the leg down, try and get over it. One or two other things I do, but that's the main part of the game at the moment. So I say that and go straight to standing, but it's all, I'm like, nope, don't like this. All of for 2.5 seconds, straight back down. And look at Handsome over here, casually laying back, hand on his head. Way to just stunt on me, sir. All right. Again, straight into a scissor sweep there. You can see that one coming a mile off, but was I able to stop it? No. Sweep him, sir. Yes. No. Oh, just delightful. That little touch. We're almost all the way over and the sweep. Like, nope, denied. Leg up. Love it. Absolutely. Mwah. Oh, but no. I say, well, sir, I shall sweep the other way. Okay, that's the first roll over. So I don't really achieve much of anything. I basically keep starting the pass into half guard. I get kind of like a crappy half guard, and then I overcommit trying to pass beyond that and get swept. That is basically the story of roll number one. But you know what? I pulled off my sweep a couple of times. I had room to work a little bit, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll go into round two of the roll, where Luke is going to be significantly less gentle. There is a fine detail I want you to look out for, though, and that is the total grandpa approach to wearing my gi pants, whereby half of my underpants and arse are hanging out. It's not dignified, but you know what? I love jiu-jitsu so much that I'm happy to show my arse hanging out to the entire internet, just to showcase my half guard sweep one or two more times. So now it is round two. How many times can Luke tap me in 2 or 3 minutes? And he's not trying to tap me that hard, you can tell. Like, he's still being nice. But, you know, let's entertain the premise. Let's pretend that he's going really, really hard, and I am incredibly defending. And let's be so impressed by that we click the like button and subscribe to the channel, or not, as you see fit. So I talk a bit of crap here. We can probably skip the banter between rolls. Hilarious as it is, don't get me wrong. Luke and I are, you know, real charismatic, rack on tours, gentlemen about town, and frankly, if I was to play us just bantering between our roles, you would be blessed to hear it. However, we are short on time, so let us move on. Now, one thing I will emphasize, I noticed pretty much from the get-go in this role feels different. So first role was a little bit of the more gentle experience. What I noticed immediately when the action starts, now, Obviously, he's coming at me this time, but I'm just like immediately, just the general feel. It's subtle. It's not a huge, but everything is immediately a little bit tighter. Just can feel I'm working against a bit more resistance. There's just less room for me to work. He's straight on top of me, and even in the hard rolls, the one move wonder rips it out. You know, I don't have much going for me. I got to take the wins where I can. All right, starting to see some underpant. It actually is good, because you know I thought I was doing my gi pants up pretty good. Thought I was doing pretty well. I didn't think I'd succumbed to the desire of the post 40-year-old male to just accidentally show your butt, but evidently I had, and just shy of my 40th birthday as well. It set in early for me. Ever since reviewing this footage, though, I have become more diligent and really just. I only have one gi. I kind of had this thing where I want to get to blue belt on one gi, so these pants are it. It's not a superstition thing. I don't know why, but I want to be able to say, hey, white belt, blue belt, X amount of years, a singular gi. It's the thing I want to do. For the moment, those pants have to do, all right? You get washed every night. Please wash your gi. Don't ever train without washing your gi. Anyway, sorry. Pressured speech. Welcome to bipolar. Let's move on. All right, so he's setting up an omoplata. So, okay, what I find the difference between like a higher belt and a white belt, it's just how many tools you actually have in the tool case. So it's like, as a white belt, you practice guard a fair bit, you know a couple of guard escapes like pretty well, and you know a couple of like ways to retain guard, a couple of submissions, and so it's like for each position, with time, you slowly develop more things in the tool case for that position. It's like you roll with the black and you're like, oh, you have like 50 things in your tool case. My point being, omoplata defense is clearly not something in my tool case, and you can tell because look how amazingly I fight out of it. Clearly, you know, by just raising my arm, waiting for the pressure to tap, yeah, amazing defense. I'm clearly about to bust out of that submission there. It's like, thank you for finishing it. Let's move on. So that's one. I don't think the count's really necessary, to be honest. And because I didn't use an external mic, you can hear the sound of the camera autofocusing. We're just going to have to deal with that a little bit, you know? Oh, no, he doesn't pull that sweep off. I want to learn this sweep. It's really pretty. I really like it, and I'm kind of obsessed with sweeps. As you may have picked up already in this video. So he's got me there. He's got me. Oh, nah, we're done. It's all over there. Often, never mind. As I often, when I get the Kimura on me and bottom, I still have that desire to sweep, which is really dumb, because obviously when you pull off the sweep, it's like, oh, I just made that submission way worse. So occasionally I need more than one move. All right, now again, we feel much tighter this roll. The grips are tighter. My range of motion feels much more limited. I'm still trying to get that half guard pass and just getting swept every time, just overcommitting a little bit and getting swept every time. So it's, you know, it's showing us the difference. Here's what happens if I let you work significantly less and I use all of the things in my toolkit a bit more. But again, I will suggest, I think if he really wanted to go for broke and not, worry about like considerations like my aging frame, he could probably every 10 to 15 seconds lock me in a sub, I'm sure. Again, just waiting to tap. Amazing defense. It's the waiting to tap defense. Whatever. All right, slap bump again. And it's like, oh, come here, handsome. I need to smell your chest. That's more just me being excited. Oh, no, he's going to try to hold the legs. So he can try to get around like that. That's almost the best I've done, but straight into another sweep from overcommitting. I just tapped from sheer inadequacy there. I just, not up to it. No, I think it was a guillotine. All right. Absolutely smashing out the reps. You'll notice there's not a speck of sweat on Luke. The only thing on Luke significant amounts of handsome. Meanwhile, despite the fact that we've been rolling for, I don't know, a couple of minutes, I am puffing, sweating, and in general, a fat mess. Next time, Luke, could you pretend? Could you pretend it was hard work at least? Again, he's going to try and break down that guard. Watch him overcommit and get swept. No, he's saved by the bell. All right, there we go. The first of my challenge videos. I acknowledge the challenge element this time may have been a little lacking, but I think it's a good proof of concept and something we'll explore a bit more of in future. I have actually been to training since recording the first part of this video, and I learned that today is actually Luke Steele's birthday. So Luke, thank you so much for helping out with the video, and happy birthday and many happy returns. As usual, thank you so much Jamie Murray and Renegade for letting me film in the gym. Until next time, farewell.